there's a very common problem in the cryptocurrency market, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. A lot of people don't know where they're going, and they don't know why they're going there. Let me give you an example. I'm out driving right now. I'm driving around the county doing some thinking, doing some dreaming. Very important for all of you who want to be successful. Everyone who becomes successful in this world shares one thing. In fact, they share two things. Number one, they're hungry. They have a drive. They have a passion. They have a desire to go out and get something. They want it. And they are going to get it. By God, no, you're not going to be able to stop them because they want this thing, and no matter what they have to do to get it, they're going to get it. Number one, they are hungry. Number two, the other thing that everyone who ever becomes anyone in this world does is they figure out where they're going. I'm driving right now. I've been out driving for a few minutes. I know exactly where I'm going, and because I know where I'm going, I know how to get there. Here's the problem. Let's say you're out driving, and this is all going to tie right back into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, by the way, so hang on. Let's say you're out driving. In fact, let's say your life is like a drive. You're going to live 100 years. Let's say 100 years is 1,000 miles. Here's the problem. Everyone in their life drives a certain number of miles. It's not the matter of how many miles you drive that makes you successful or not. Everyone lives probably about the same amount of time. And the other thing is everyone has roughly the same amount of time in a day. It's 24 hours, give or take how much sleep you need. Here's the problem. It's how you spend those hours, and it's how you drive, what direction you drive in, that matters. See, everyone, let's say, drives 1,000 miles in their life, but there's two different ways you can drive 1,000 miles. Either you can drive 1,000 miles lapping the county and get absolutely nowhere and wind up right where you started, which is what most people do. Or you can decide, I live in Florida, by the way, so I'm going to use Washington, D.C. as an example, because that's about 1,000 miles away. You can decide, I'm going to drive 1,000 miles straight to Washington, D.C. over the course of my life. I have 1,000 miles to drive. Either I can go in a big circle and wind up right where I started, or I can pick a direction I can go there. So that's the second thing that successful people do. Number one, they get hungry, they get urgent, they demand success, and number two, they have direction, because having no direction means that you go absolutely nowhere. So how does this tie back into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Here's the problem. Many people, and you might fall into this camp, think that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is a get-rich-quick scheme. They think that investing in Bitcoin or picking the next altcoin is going to be the thing that makes them rich. But notice, that has nothing to do with hunger, and that has nothing to do with direction. Those are the things that make people successful, among other things. Here's what you need to do instead. First of all, you need to figure out where you're going. You need to figure out why you get out of bed in the morning. This is what I ask you guys all the time. Why do you do what you do? The question why can change the world, and if you have an answer to that question, you'll be good. You'll go places. You'll become successful. You'll get the things that you say you want, but let me ask you the question, why do you want it? I'll tell you what my why is. The reason I get out of bed is because I believe that when I uplift other people, they'll turn around and uplift me, and together we can both strive to make the world a better place. That's why I get out of bed in the morning. It's not to do with money. Now, don't get me wrong. I like making money. And don't get me wrong, making money helps to pursue that goal, but I know why I want it. I assume every single person watching this video wants to make money in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and trading and investing, but I want to ask you the question why. Not because I care, but because you need to know. So ask yourself the question, why do you want to make a lot of money in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Because after you figure that out, you'll be able to start narrowing down what your destination is. You'll start to figure out, okay, I want to go to Washington, D.C., or I want to go to Phoenix, Arizona, or I want to go to Tacoma, or I want to go to Houston, I want to go to Munich, Germany. I want to go here. If you don't know where you're going in life, you're going to drive in one big circle, and yes, you'll drive a long way, but you won't get very far. So figure out why you're in cryptocurrencies. That'll help you figure out your destination. And then the question comes, how do you become hungry? Here's how you become hungry. What you have to do is you have to dream. A lot of people focus on setting goals, but here's the issue. Goals are not the be-all, end-all. Goals are very important. Goals are 5 things. They're smart, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. It's called SMART. If you take anything from this video, that's one of the things you should take. SMART goals, specific, measurable, actionable. This is the one I always struggle with because this is the one that I'm not very good at. Realistic and timely. SMART goals. But I'm not interested in your goals. I'm interested in your dreams. If you figured out why you get out of bed in the morning, then you figure out your destination. Where do I want to go? That's when you start dreaming. Here's the dream. I want you guys to start thinking every single day, what is it going to look like in 10 years? Where am I going to be? What's my bank account going to look like? What's the person I'm married to going to look like? Do I want to get married? How much land am I going to own? How much money am I going to have? How much money am I going to make? What kind of impact am I going to have? I want you to be so crystal clear and specific that you can go to that place and you can paint it in your mind and you can live there for hours. I want it to be visceral. I want it to be real. We're passing by some fields right now. You guys can see out there. The reason I drive around these fields is because I have a dream in the future of owning 10,000 acres out west, probably in Montana. I want to have a 3-story mansion with 15,000 square feet. I want to have a garage with 8 supercars in it. I want to have a stable with a black horse named Diamond that I can use, that I can ride around my property. I want a river running through this. And I also want to be close to a town where I can go and I can mentor the young men in the town and teach them what I know and show them how to make their lives better. That's part of my dream. And the reason I go out here and I drive by all these pastures and these fields is because I want to live in that dream. And that's one of the reasons I finally caved and actually bought a nice car, because I'll tell you what, this thing rides really nicely. What's your dream? You see where I'm going? I hope you understand. Let me show you a part of my dream. This right here is called the Hillside Farm. This is 640 acres. It's a dairy farm. I'm gonna have a farm like that one day. I'm gonna have land like that one day. And because I know where I'm going, because I know what my dream is, because I know why I get out of bed in the morning, I can become hungry. What's hunger? Let me ask you this. How does a lion act when the lion is hungry? When the lion has a full belly, the lion's gonna sleep. The lion's gonna rest. The lion's gonna bask in the rewards of the work he's already done. But when the lion is hungry, the lion becomes urgent. And when the lion becomes urgent, the lion becomes disciplined. And when the lion becomes disciplined, he sets goals and attains those goals. And when he sets goals and attains goals, he reaches success of taking out that gazelle and getting his belly full again. I don't want you to have your belly full. I want you to be hungry. And the way you get hungry is by setting ever higher and higher dreams that are so incredibly, incredibly powerful and visceral and emotional, drawing on your past. That's why this random farm over here that I've never stepped foot on means so much to me, is because it represents a dream of mine. So what's your dream? After you've figured out your dream, then you can start becoming hungry to pursue that dream. And by the way, I know a lot of people are going to watch this video and they're going to comment on the bottom and they're going to say, Jeb, who the hell are you to talk? You're a 20-year-old, know nothing. You don't know any idea. You don't have any clue what you're talking about. You're right, I don't. But I do know this. If you get direction in your life, and you start orienting all of your actions in that direction with a fervor, not in laziness, not in complacency, but with a fervor, that's when success will come. See, everybody thinks that it's about investing in the right altcoin. Everyone thinks it's about making the perfect trade that'll make you a millionaire, and it's not. It's about getting it crystal clear on what you want. And this video probably won't get many views. I'm not doing technical analysis. I'm not doing fundamental analysis in this video, but I am telling you what made me a millionaire in cryptocurrency. And it's not picking the right coin. It's not the research I did. It's not the thousands of hours that I invested in it even. It's not the people I'm around. It's me knowing what I wanted. And because I knew what I wanted, I got hungry, and every time a decision in my life came up that I needed to make, I made that decision based on whether or not it would push me in the direction that I wanted to go. So with that said, I want to hear in the comment section down below, what is your dream? What do you want? It can be monetary, it can be family, it can be spiritual, it can be impact, it can be legacy, it can be anything. I'm not here to judge what your dream is. I am here to tell you, however, that if you don't know what your dream is, obviously, you're never going to reach it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm probably going to start doing some more of these. This isn't going to detract from the content we're doing. These are going to be more bonus videos. And if you'd like, I can talk about this more over on Twitter and our Instagram. Make sure to follow us at CryptoJeb. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to do it for right now, guys. I got to go get some food because I'm hungry. Peace.